Thank you so much. Thank you, Jubilee campaign, for the opportunity to address a pressing issue that demands our attention and action: forced conversion of Christian and Hindu girls and women in Pakistan. Wise for Justice, in collaboration with Jubilee campaign, has examined this issue, and findings our report titled "Conversion Without Consent" shed light on a matter that calls for immediate action. The report reveals that a total of 100 cases revealed related to abduction, forced conversion, and forced marriages of Christian girls were reported across the country between January 2019 and October 2022. 61% from that were targeted from reaching the age of 16 years, while 18% of the girls became victim between the ages of 16 and 18 years, whereas 14% victims were above the 18 years of age. The ages of 7% of the victims were not ascertained. The highest number of the cases was reported in Punjab. And we are talking about Christian girls, only Christian girls. The report is reported for 100. Generally, there is estimated by the rights group, like in the same, there are thousands of girls annually have been abducted and forced to convert to Islam from only one province, Sindh, and the majority girls belongs to from Hindu community there. And this report particularly based for Christian community. It is quite often that the abductor is twice or more the age of his new so-called wife. The abductor presents the case as a Christian girl being converted to Islam, which is praised widely by the, of course, supported society. Police, judges, and other key actors turn a blind eye and celebrate this victory of Islam and ignore all evidence, signs that girls might being forced or kidnapped or abducted by the abductors. Commonly used tactics by the police and judges, lawyers, and others to decline registration FIR. The poor family go to the police station, they decline to complaint against the abductor, and also they make it like this is a love affairs, and also they support to perpetrators and completely declined other sections, relevant sections, which are supposed to mentioned in the complaint, like she's abducted or forcefully converted to Islam. Evidence that submit which shows that the girl are underage or forced or often ignored by the judges and police and others, and they accept fabricated evidence from the Islamic abductors. This is what happened in Pakistan. The story of Christian girl Zervia Pervez, a 13 years old school-going who was abducted on 30th April 2022, forcefully converted and married off to Imran. Imran was already married and had several children older than Zervia and was around the age of 40 years old. Zervia's parents presented her crucial evidence like birth certificate, school certificates, and other relevant documents, which is saying that Zervia is 13-year-old. Unfortunately, lower courts, high courts, and other all relevant institutes, state institutes, ignored this crucial evidence provided by the parents, like she is a minor, was even allowed to marry with her abducted, and her recovery petition or the petition, criminal petition to bring those perpetrators or abductors to justice was rejected by the lower court and by the high court in Rawalpindi. What we often see that the abductor files a counter complaint saying that the parents of the girl are harassing him and trying to kidnap their daughters out of the illegal custody of abductor, rather than the parents, the fight to bring that daughter back. They have to defend themselves with these false and counter applications, complaints, which are registered by the abductors. And this normally happened because the abductor used bribery, give money to the police officers, and they registered the complaint against the abductors, against the parents, and they have to face these. They have to face, the police these charges and defend themselves from the arrest of police. Recently, we have the case from Faisalabad, where the Christian girl was abducted during the Jadawala attack, and the abductor complained against the parents, and we have received bail of 6 family members of the abductor girl. Rather than we should fighting to bring that girl back to her parents, we were defending even the parents. So these kind of tactics police is continuously using, and the courts are facilitating. When Zerbia was rescued by the help of human rights activists, she shared how she was heavily drugged, raped, sodomized, burned with cigarette, beaten with sticks and harmed, electric shocks, and tortured in numerous ways. All these evidence, even on her own body, she was at the court showing how she was, tortured. Police, relevant all state actors, institutes who were supposed to give her justice, ignore all these evidence and statements delivered by the victim inside the court in front of the judges. They even, so her case was dismissed. Therefore, these practices are seriously threat for religious minorities, and religious minorities, particularly Christians and Hindus, are facing serious threat of Sharia laws in Pakistan, which is implemented on minorities like Christian and Hindus, and ordinary laws and laws are ignored and denied when it comes to minority cases, particularly in Punjab and Sindh, of course, across Pakistan. I urge the government of Pakistan to introduce legislation amend, at least criminalize forced conversion, introduce a pass amendment to the Child Marriage Restraint Act to ensure that the minimum marriage age is set 18 years for both. In Punjab, right now, there is a law that the girls should be 16 and boys should be 18. So there's a gender-based discrimination between Pakistan's own laws, which is carried now for marriages. So that should be amended, reformed, and also ensure that the faith conversion are regulated and testified by a special court, and statements of the girls are recorded not in the presence of her abductor, who is so-called her husband. We need your support that Pakistan must take these issues seriously and respond the communication which sent by the several special rapporteurs this year and last year, and implement international convention, particularly child marriage and sexuality and other 24 conventions. Thank you very much.